Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 4th episode of Isolated Rainbow. I'm Tay, aka Madam Stripes, and I've been putting off this video because I am a procrastinator, and why put off till tomorrow, which you can put off till the next day. And I've actually tried this once already today, and the synchronization, the audio, video, fucking sucked. So here we go again. I'm doing this one because my boy pepkid really wanted me to do it, and I really want him to respond to it, so I gotta put this up. This episode's about coming out, my coming out story, and hopefully all of yours, if you guys respond, which would be amazing. Okay, let's see. I was about 15, when a friend of mine, she actually ended up being my girlfriend for a little while, actually. And we were all just kind of hanging out and stuff, and she mentioned something about being bi, and I was like, bi? I was like, cool. I was like, I guess I'm bi, you know? I'd always been attracted to women. No one ever said it was wrong, so I'd never really thought about it. And she just kind of put a name to it, and yeah, I was like, okay, that works. And so I was like, yay, I'm bi, woo-to-do. And then, yeah, I'd have like my boy weeks and my girl weeks, but I ended up not having any boy weeks. And I've had a lot of boyfriends. Most are very effeminate, or they're like my best friends and we just like dated or whatever. So yeah, I was just like, oh, no boy weeks, okay, whatever. And but at the end of that year, we were going to prom, and I had a boyfriend at the time, and we went to prom, and like the next day we're sitting on the couch, and he's got like his head in my lap all cute, and he's just like looking at me. And I looked down at him, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I could never have sex with him. Or any man. Like, I couldn't do it. And I was like, holy shit. And, like, I freaked out, and I jumped off the couch, and I ran into the kitchen, and I just kind of crumpled on the floor at the same friend who, you know, the bi friend from earlier. And just, like, crumpled down at her feet, and I just started bawling. And she's like, looks at me, and she's like, you're a lesbian, aren't you? And I was like, yeah, I am. And she's like, yeah, I knew it. And I was like, oh, thanks, you know, thanks for letting me know. And her boyfriend was my boyfriend's friend, so they went out and he told him, and like, you know, I felt really bad, but he understood and all that. And so that was that. And then I was lesbian, woo. And I kind of came out to all my friends at one point or another. Everybody kind of already knew, and no one cares. We're all like, yay, whatever. And then about a year later, almost a year later, I had a new girlfriend, and she lived about 20 minutes away over the mountain. And yeah, I couldn't see her like at all because she told her parents about me, and they didn't, you know, they weren't going to bring her to come and see me, and they wanted to put her in therapy and all this shit. So, and I don't know if you guys know what it's like around here. I mean, I'm sure some of you do. We don't have public transportation. There's no buses. There's no taxis. There's no subway. You hitch a ride with someone else. You drive, you walk, or you bike. That's about all you got. So a 20-minute drive is like an hour to 2 hour bike even, because we have to go way up the mountain, and it's just crazy. So I was really upset, and I'd been talking to her online, and I didn't know what else to do, so I went to my mom, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and she was asleep, and I kind of woke her up, and I just kind of sat there for a while, and I started crying, and she thought there was something really wrong, and she was starting to freak out a little bit, and I was like, no, everything's okay, but, you know, I like girls. I really like girls, and I have a girlfriend, and, you know, all this, and, yeah, and she's just kind of like, okay, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And she's like, all right, I guess. And like, she wasn't like overjoyed or anything, but she wasn't, you know, didn't kick me out of the house. And the next morning, she woke me up for school, and she's like, so you don't like boys at all? And I was like, no, mom, boys are icky. And you know, and she was just worried about my safety, and because with all the haters and stuff. And but she's really cool, and she told my dad, and he was like, okay, whatever, you know. And he's really cool because like we talk about girls, and you know, he's like another one of my guy friends. It's really cool. So yeah, that's my story. And I don't know, it wasn't bad. There was no trauma or anything. My parents are from the 60s. You know, they understand, and I'm really fortunate for that. And I'm also fortunate that I moved schools when I changed schools when I was like going into ninth grade or just into ninth grade, because like I was having a hard time with school, like I hated it and I wasn't getting an education, and I'm glad I did because I wouldn't have been able to come out if I hadn't, because yeah, that would not have been a good situation at the school I was in for most of my, elementary school and stuff. That couldn't have come out there. Too close-minded, I mean, granted, any school you go to up here, it's like 30 kids max in your class, so yeah. But yeah, it was really great, and I don't know, it was good, and I'm very happy that nothing bad happened. Um, so yeah, that's my story, and my boy pepkid is gonna reply to this hopefully with his video coming out story, and you guys should all watch it because I said so, and yeah, and support each other and support us, and I want to see all your videos too because I can't get enough of the coming out stories. I don't hear enough of them, so yeah, there you go. Stay safe, take care of each other, and I will see you guys later. Oh, I am taking you guys on a field trip. Yes, a field trip to see some very special members of my family uh, soon because it looks like the weather's getting better. So, yeah, it's not so cloudy and gloomy, and it's fall, so there's foliage. Yay! Alright, so, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.